Foreign Minister Marise Payne has announced fresh sanctions on 8 Russian oligarchs in response to the invasion of Ukraine.
As you'd be aware, I returned from Europe and Southeast Asia overnight and have spent a great deal of that period in broad discussions, particularly on Russia's aggression against Ukraine. There is very strong agreement and determination to ensure that Russia faces a high cost for what is a completely unprovoked and unjustified attack on its neighbour. This unity of partners is extremely important. The invasion is a wholesale breach of international law. It is a breach of the UN Charter and the most flagrant violation of sovereignty and territorial integrity that Europe has seen in decades. So the international community is responding, particularly through coordinated sanctions and measures to inflict a cost on those in Russia who bear responsibility or who hold levers of power. I can announce some additional measures as part of the next round of Australian sanctions today. Last night, Minister Birmingham, as Acting Foreign Minister, signed the necessary instruments to put financial sanctions on 8 Russian oligarchs who are close to President Putin and who deserve to bear the economic punishment and cost for Russia's destructive behaviour. And also sanctions on 339 members of the Russian Duma, who are the political facilitators of this action. We will today take steps to sanction key figures in the Belarusian government who are allied with Russia and who are abetting the invasion. The next immediate priority is to continue sanctions on Vladimir Putin's inner circle and on Russia's defence industry. We've seen overnight announcements by the UK, the EU and this morning by Canada that they will sanction Vladimir Putin himself and Russia's Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov, given the gravity of what they are doing and their key roles. I am seeking advice from the Department of Foreign Affairs and Trade to enable Australia to take similar steps. It is an exceptional step to sanction leaders, but this is an exceptional situation. We need to be absolutely clear. Vladimir Putin has unparalleled personal power over his country, and he has chosen to go to war against a neighbour that posed no threat to Russia because he wants to reverse history and take away the freedom and the democracy that the Ukrainian people chose for themselves. He will be personally responsible for the deaths and the suffering of innocent Ukrainians. He has lied, he has deceived, he has fabricated, and he has shown no interest in genuine dialogue. It is clear that the only way to exact a cost for those actions is to ensure that he himself shares some of that cost and some of the pain that he is inflicting on everyone else around him in Ukraine. Separately, we are also looking to support Ukraine and its people. Overnight, the Emergency Relief Coordinator Martin Griffiths briefed UN members on the humanitarian situation, and that meeting finished a few hours ago. The humanitarian situation is serious and it is likely to escalate. The UN says that because of the rapidly evolving situation in Ukraine, it remains extremely difficult to assess and to determine the numbers of people in need. And of course, those assessment efforts continue to be impacted by the difficult security situation. But we will be ready to provide humanitarian assistance as the situation in Ukraine and in surrounding countries becomes clearer. We have, as you would be aware, committed cyber assistance and the provision of non-lethal military equipment through NATO. And I conclude by saying that Australia has consistently condemned these actions, that we reiterate our calls to stop this violation and we seek the withdrawal of the Russian military and this military action. Thanks.
Minister, the new sanctions, what will they actually achieve?
This third tranche is about targeting, as I said, 8 oligarchs, people of key economic and strategic significance, and sanctioning 339 members of the Duma, which is the Russian parliament. That is being done in close consultation with partners, with the US, the UK and Canada. I can list the oligarchs themselves. These are senior figures in mainly state-owned banks and companies, and they are all very close to the President. They have influence over decisions, and they have amassed great wealth through their positions of power. I can either go through them or provide you with the list.